And okay, I think, wow, man, microphone sounds a tad loud. Okay, how about now? A little bit, little bit, little bit, just a tad more. I don't know why that microphone came on so loud. I thought I had the settings adjusted just right. All right, maybe a fraction more, maybe a fraction more. All right, we're going to leave it like that temporarily. Okay, ushers, bring Kathy down. Bring Kathy down, front row, VIP section. Come on, come on. All right, hey, Linda's here. Bring her down too. Front row, VIP section. Come on. Come on, get them seated. Is anybody else standing in the back? Mrs. Metcalf, maybe? Ron back there? Come on, ushers, do your job. Jesus. Every single day. Every single day. You guys are back there goofing off. Well, back at the ball field, what was the score of the second game? I missed it. Okay, Ron is here. Ron is not feeling well. Oh man, I'm sad to hear that. Let's get started here. With great anticipation, broadcasting from the basement studio, more like the storeroom, of station WDWL TV, we bring you the star and the pride of the station, me, the grumpy old man. And if you notice, the asshole vulture now has a banner that says, "Unfair to vultures." Who gives a shit? He's the one on strike. So, how is everybody doing today? Oh, I see Ron is here. I thought you weren't feeling well, Ron. If you're not feeling well, don't push it, buddy. I appreciate you being here, but hey, if you're not feeling well, take a rest. It's nice having you here, but your health is more important. And, like it says in the title, another day, another microphone. Yes, another MXL. And tomorrow, we have the red one Tomorrow we will have the orange one. My buddy just, one MXL microphone is enough. Nope, not for him. So, we had the Arctic White with the blue LEDs. Today we have the red one. Tomorrow we will have the orange one. And then Sunday we will have the patriotic one. Oh yeah, he loved his microphones. And believe it or not, never used them. Never used them. All of these were still in the box. He was just the type, if a microphone caught his eye, he bought it. I had something absolutely puzzling happen today. And I'm trying to figure it out. I don't understand it. I told you believe me, Kathy, there's a shitload. I got a shitload of microphones. Wait until Sunday. Oh, that patriotic one, I love it. I hate using it because it's a very limited edition. But why have them and not use them? Now, if we remember Tuesday, well, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, the one yesterday with that 9-volt, I don't understand why it has dual power. It's got a 9-volt battery in it, and then I hook it to the transformer, which powers 48 volts into the microphone. I don't understand the other one. So, if we remember, Tuesday, on the way home from getting my hand stabbed, I lost the brakes on the shitbox. So I limped it home. The master cylinder was a little bit down, but not enough to cause me to totally lose. I mean, the pedal went right to the floor. So I'm trying to diagnose it. I can't. Yesterday, I told you I needed smokes. And Marianne, she was having one of her strange, I don't know. I asked her to run me up to get smokes. All she did was complain about the rain. So I eked out the shitbox. Because with a manual, you can bring it almost to a complete stop, putting it in first gear and letting the clutch in and out and in and out and in and out. And I only had to go 2 blocks. So I get home, I back it in the driveway. Today, I'm looking this thing over. I see no broken brake lines, no leaks, nothing. I get in, I start it up, brake pedal goes right to the floor. I need to go up to Mark's. I need to get delectables, cat treats, salad dressing, some avocados, an onion, some cheese. So I do the old clutch in, clutch out, clutch in, clutch out, clutch in. I get up to the store. I ease into a parking space. Good. I go do my shopping. I kibitz with the little redhead who, I don't know, she had pink and blue. And looked like she bleached her hair because it wasn't red. So I load in my groceries. I come home. And back in the driveway, and I come in a little faster than I should have. Not thinking, what do? You step on the brake. I had brakes. I was like, I pulled forward, stepped on the brake, brakes, backed up again, brakes. I'm going back and forth in the driveway. My neighbors must have thought I was nuts. All of a sudden now, I got brakes. I can't figure it out. Tuesday, pedal goes to the floor. Wednesday, I check it, pedal goes to the floor. Yesterday, pedal goes to the floor. Today, backing in the driveway, brakes. And I went back and forth about 10 times. I don't know what the hell happened. I have no idea why I lost brakes and all of a sudden I got brakes. All I know is it better stay because Monday I have to go see the shrink. And I've already confirmed the appointment 4 times. Goddamn hospital. Your dad's Ford, 91 Ford would do that? Did they ever figure out what the fuck caused it? I've never had a vehicle do this. Usually when the brakes go out, it's like a leaking master cylinder, a leaking wheel cylinder, broken brake line, total master cylinder failure. I have no idea. All I know is I've got full pedal again, and it stops. In all the years and all the vehicles I have owned, I've never had disappearing brakes and reappearing brakes. I mean, the pedal went right to the goddamn floor, scared the shit out of me. And, you know, I figured I'd pump it a couple of times, and it was like a marshmallow. Now, luckily, with the two-part brake system, back years ago, you broke a brake line. Now with the twin system, you do have a little bit of brake. And I had just enough to stop me. Well, Linda, maybe because I was coming in the driveway a little faster than I normally do, and I didn't want to hit the garage, I hit the brake, not thinking, and I had pedal. I pulled forward, I had pedal. And I was back and forth about 10 times. I've got full brakes again. Oh, I wouldn't attempt to brake. Oh, no. As rusty as all those bleeder screws are, they'll break right off. I wouldn't attempt to crack a bleeder. I'll really fuck myself if I break one. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that whatever glitch it was worked itself out. I like I say, when I looked in the master cylinder, it was down maybe an inch. And I barely poured brake fluid in to top it off. So it wasn't like the whole system was empty. It took maybe 2 capfuls. It didn't take much. So hopefully whatever the glitch was, it worked itself out. But like I say, I have never had a vehicle that, I had a ghost pedal and then it came back. Now, like I say, with the 2-system brake that went into effect, sometime in the 70s, you do have a little bit of braking, but not much. I don't know, maybe backing up did it. I don't know. I'm really I'm going I'm going to talk to my neighbor over the weekend and see what he has to say. Oh, Kathy, believe me, yeah. I'm not putting trust in that. Oh, no, 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 no. I am not going to drive that like, oh, okay. As a matter of fact, every now and then I'm going to be tapping that brake pedal while I'm riding along. I'm just glad that I got brakes again. Uh, and then today in the grocery store, I get in line because I wanted to chat with my little sweetie. there was a guy in front of me that had a fucking cart full. Now, I had like 6 items in my basket. You would have thought he would say, "Oh, since you just got them few items, sir, would you like to go in front of me?" Oh, yeah, Linda, I'm going to be, like I say, riding along. I'm going to be feeling that pedal. So, mind you, the guy in front of me has got about 1,000 items in his cart. Standing at the back of the cart, he had 4 kids. I would say between the age of 5 and 12. These kids were so fucking fat, they waddled. All 4 of them. Including, I'll say, the 5-year-old. I look at what's going down the belt, and it's all basically crap food. Hamburger Helper, all kinds of sugary cereal, no real decent food. All what I would call garbage food. Junk food. Chips, cookies, crackers. And I'm thinking to myself, you just spent $201 on a bunch of goddamn junk food and crap food, and no wonder your kids are little fucking blimps. I mean, they waddled. That's how fat they were. And of course, all 4 of them had bottles of Coca-Cola. That $201 he spent could have bought healthy food. It was all, like you say, Hamburger Helper and taco mix, goddamn, these cereals that are 90% sugar and 5% cereal. And I'm thinking to myself, these kids probably have a higher cholesterol rate than me, and they probably got fucking high blood pressure. By the time they reach their 20s, they're all going to be type 1 diabetics. Oh my God, they were, like I say, they waddled. That's how fucking fat they were. Now, I realize that not everybody can afford, good food, but do you have to have $200 worth of junk food? Do you ever stop and think, my God, I wonder why my kids are so fucking fat? It was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting seeing these kids so goddamn fat that they waddled. Somebody should call DCS on this family. Each one weighed more than me. And if they keep going at this rate, they'll all be on, my 600-pound life. It was disgusting. And I'm sure these kids constantly are being made fun of. And I'm assuming it was Dad. Didn't seem to bother him. Having 4 little Goodyear blimps around. All right. Yeah, keep us updated. We want to know. Go team. It's nice to get an on-the-spot reporter. Nothing like having our own private sports reporter. And now, Kathy on sports. Or we could say Grandma on sports. Grandma Kathy on sports. Yes, we definitely want updates. So, Linda, I take it Ron is resting. I haven't seen him on here. I want him to take it easy. Yes, go team. I wish I could afford to buy them team shirts. The back would say, or no, you put it on the front, don't you? Or back and front. Sponsored by the Grumpy Old Man. The other team would be looking, going, who the hell is that? Well, I hope he stays laying down. See, he's been doing too much. Although from the sounds of things, this upcoming procedure should really make him feel good. I know he's been a little apprehensive, but he's going to feel amazing when it's over and done with. Yeah, today. Now, see, for the last several days, that's why I say this upcoming procedure is going to take care of that, I hope. Didn't he say, like, he's got like an 80% blockage? Man, when they open that up, the relief that he's gonna get out of that. Well, it worries all of us, Linda. Although you're a lot closer to him than we are, you know. So, you know, you got the inside picture. You know what's going on. I think him going out in that heat didn't help. Holy shit. 100%. Whoa, man. Yeah, he's got to take it easy. We want him around for a long time. Yeah, for the last several days, I've been eating Italian mix. Today, I went with straight chopped romaine lettuce. And got some beautiful avocados, too. Oh, man. And they had large Eggland's Best. 2 dozen for $5. So I snatched up 2 dozen. And I had some eggs left over from the previous dozen, and I hard boiled 4. Tomorrow, I have to run up to the other store, up to Save-A-Lot, and I'm going to get me 2 more bags of that commercial pepperoni before it runs out. Because that stuff is excelente. Well, isn't this upcoming procedure, isn't it like an 80% blockage? I don't know why I'm thinking 80%. I thought I heard that somewhere along the line. But he's going to feel a lot better once that's done. Yeah, I gotta run up and get some more of that bulk pepperoni before it's all gone. Man, that stuff is excelente. Well, he's got to take it easy between now and that procedure. No going out in that 116-degree temperature. And he's got to take it easy around the house, too. No strenuous activity. And he's got to quit worrying about it. His anxiety is worse than mine. Yeah. I got my shrink is still trying to figure out. I'll tell you what, some of the stupidest things will give me an anxiety attack. And I mean stupid. Like going to do laundry. I'll get downstairs and I'll start loading the washer. And I get a stupid anxiety attack, and I load the washer. When I told my shrink that, he just shook his head like, what? Yeah. Makes no sense. Wait till you see the Hawaiian shirts I ordered. Yeah, I ordered a couple of, what I ordered, I ordered 3 Hawaiian shirts, and then I ordered 1 Japanese shirt. And wait till you see that one. Oh, is that one cool? Yeah, I figure instead of wearing the offensive t-shirts, I'll surprise my shrink Monday with a Hawaiian shirt. The only thing that pisses me off is no pockets. What is with all these shirt manufacturers not putting pockets in their shirts? Same thing, trying to find t-shirts with pockets. And long sleeve t-shirts. What, am I the only old fart that wears a long sleeve t-shirt? They're supposed to be here tomorrow. I looked at the tracking. So if they're here tomorrow, I'm going to show them off Sunday. Yeah, Linda, that's what everybody tells me. Oh, people don't want pockets. Are seniors the only ones that want shirts with pockets? God, back in the day, I could find t-shirts with pockets, long sleeve t-shirts with pockets. The only place I can get shirt, I go to Work Smart and I get the red cap. At least, uniform shirts have pockets. Got to have somewhere to put my cigarettes. See, I like shirts with dual pockets. That way I have a pocket for my smokes and a pocket for my pens. Well, you'll see. The Hawaiian shirts are cool. But the stupid thing is, they have a stitched phony pocket. The stitching is there. I mean, I realize that, well, you can't even say that there aren't that many smokers anymore because every time I go somewhere, people are buying cigarettes. Of course, everybody nowadays carries a goddamn backpack or one of them sling bags. What do they call it? Rucksack. Not me. I'm old school. Pockets, wallet in pocket. Although I did buy a new wallet. Although I hate breaking in new wallets, but this one, the whole wallet is RFID. This is all RFID. Because nowadays, you gotta have an RFID. But I hate breaking in a new wallet. You can't get the credit cards in, you can't get them out. But my old wallet is starting to show wear. It didn't say that. I guess I'll have to wait till the shirts get here to see what the collars are like. But oh, are they flat? Oh, they're like, they're loud. Although Hawaiian shirts always were. Oh, do we know what today is? Take a guess what today is. Good thing Ron's resting. God, yesterday he came up with every National Pie in the Face Day. Today is National Selfie Day. Yep, National Selfie Day. I pulled out my cell phone. I went to take a selfie. I clicked on camera. My cell phone went up in smoke. The camera said, I ain't taking a picture of that asshole. Yep, National Selfie Day. Tomorrow will probably be National Delete Selfie Day. Who comes up with all this shit? Oh, he came up with everything. Everything except the right, you know, yesterday was National Picnic Day or International Picnic Day. He was like National Eat a Pie Day, and I was laughing my ass off with all the shit he was coming up with. You know, just before airtime, we had lightning and thunder, and I run around, I closed all the windows, and it blew right over. Oh, yeah, these young kids, oh my God. My friend's daughter, she's 16. She must take 20 selfies a day. You know, here's a selfie I'm, in history class, and here's a selfie I'm in science class, and here's a selfie I'm at lunch, here's a selfie of my lunch. And no wonder they need about 4 terabytes of memory on their cell phones. It's like my buddy's daughter. All day long, here's a picture of my lunch. She'll be at a restaurant. Here's a picture of the guy in the parking booth. Who cares? What, the guy in the parking booth give you a special discount to take a picture of him, or what? Oh, yeah, about 10 minutes before I was ready to start, God, lightning, thunder, wind kicked up. I run around, I shut down all the windows, and then, now, nothing. Not even a raindrop. Oh, her and my buddy's daughter would get along real well. It's like, oh, here's a selfie of me stuck in traffic, Here's a selfie of me in the elevator going to the, whatever. Here's a picture of me stepping out of the elevator. Like you say, her phone must have 4 terabytes worth of photos in it. Well, we had a hell of a rainstorm yesterday. But like I say, about 10 to 7, lightning, thunder, it got dark. Then the rain started. I run around and shut all the windows. I no sooner shut the windows and the rain stopped. She's the same way. Maybe the two of them are related somehow. Then they wonder why their phone don't have no memory left. Although, does she have an iPhone? Is she storing it up in some cloud somewhere? That's what my buddy's daughter tells me. Oh, all my pictures are up in the cloud. Now I look out the window and I'm like, well, which one? That one there? That one there? And she tells me, yeah, you're an asshole. Well, tell me something different. I already knew that. I have a shirt to prove it. Yeah, I thought so. Because I think with the iPhones, once you get to a certain part in the memory, it automatically pushes your pictures into the cloud so that you don't lose them. I know the iPhones automatically back up all the pictures. Well, they automatically back up everything in your phone. That much I do know because my son's got one. iPhone 15 Pro Max, Godzilla, Ultra. Yeah, don't that irritate the shit out of you? Mom, smile, I'm taking a selfie. I gotta stay in the road. Damn kids. I mean, it's nice to have memories, but every 30 seconds? It's it's sad. Back in the day, we went and we took our film in and we got pictures that we could save. Now, it's all my pictures are on this little itty bitty memory card here. That's where my pictures are. Every now and then she hooks her phone into the TV and her pictures, like every 5 seconds a picture. Back in the day, somebody say, can you give me a reprint of that picture? I'd like to have one. Then you went to the drugstore or the photo store and took the negative in. I need a reprint of number 16. Now it's like, oh, you want a copy of that? Hold your iPhone out. I'll air shift it to you. There. We don't have anything to hold on to anymore. You know, we used to have photo albums. Hey, Mrs. M's here. Canine Veteran Day? I never heard of that. Canine Veteran Day. That's great. Considering how many canines are in service around the world. You know, in the military, police, some fire departments have them, you know, as arson dogs, service dogs, although that's canine veteran. Look how many canine veterans there are. That's like my buddy's son was a canine handler in the Army. And when he finished his tour, his dog was ready to finish his tour, and the dog came out at a higher rank than him. I asked him, I said, in the morning when you come out in the living room, do you salute your dog? I think his dog had more medals than him, too. He was a IED sniffer. And man, that dog saved a lot of lives. I mean, he did more than just sniff out IEDs. He would sniff out, you know, insurgents hiding around corners. But he was mainly trained to sniff out IEDs. And that dog was good. And all the time they were over there, not once did an IED go off around them. All right, Mrs. M, have a good evening. Thanks for stopping in. You better not be outside, Ron. You better be laying in your bed in the air conditioning, resting. Or Linda's going to come over there and kick your ass. And then I'll be forced to fly out there and kick your ass before I melt in the triple-digit temperatures. I don't know how you guys can live out there. Like my friend in Tucson. Although she was telling me she was the one that found that, what the hell year is that Studebaker Commander? 50s vintage. And after she got it running and all cleaned up, she took it to the vintage air shop and they installed vintage air conditioning. Yeah, you got to. The goddamn soles of your shoes will melt. I feel sorry for people wearing flip-flops. As they're walking through the parking lot, you can see the rubber melting. Yeah, she was telling me after they got the car all cleaned up and running, and she drove it about 2 days without air conditioning. And on the third day, it went right to the shop. Put air in this car. And it was interesting because it looks factory. They obtained, or they call it vintage air because they literally convert the car to have air conditioning that looks like it was installed factory. Because they had to, do the cutouts in the dashboard, and then they installed the vents that were the vents that were used back when the car was built, and the controls on the dash. Yeah, you can't even tell. But it's got air. She said the first thing, like if she goes to the shopping center, the first thing you do is you put that thing in the windshield, and then she has a cover for the steering wheel just in case. And she said, man, you get in your car, your hands will stick to the steering wheel. And then when you pry them off, your skin is on the steering wheel. Yeah, I have air conditioning in the shitbox. 260. 260 air. two windows down, 60 miles an hour. It had factory air, but it quit working before I had it. Although, you know, I'm not big on air conditioning. Yeah, if it gets into the mid to high 90s, I would like to have it, but I either go out early in the morning or late in the evening. Oh yeah, my friend told me. Well, she learned over in Iraq, Iran, wherever, get getting a Humvee and your hand sticks to the steering wheel. She said that's why everybody wears gloves, tactical gloves, so you don't burn your hands on the Humvee steering wheel. Man, some of the military trucks she drove, holy shit. Huge. There was one, what the hell did the thing have? 2, 4, 6, 8. I think it had 8 wheels. And the goddamn tires were like 5 foot tall. Big gigundous. She showed me a couple of pictures, you know, standing there with her elbow on the tire, you know. And the rest of the truck is like way up here. Linda, can you imagine back in the day being out in those temperatures when the cars had the old metal dashboards? Yeah, when everything in the car was metal. You look at, you know, the cars from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and you wonder how people fucking survived in triple digits with them old cars. And then, like, the cars that were crossing the desert, they had them, what the hell were they, canvas or something, water bags hanging off the fenders. It's amazing that they actually made it. You have a couple dozen spare tires hanging off the back, a couple of gas cans. What the hell were those? They look like canvas. Water bags. And it was like, or burlap. You used to see them, pictures of cars crossing the desert. They were either canvas or burlap or... This morning, I wake up, I look over, and there's 5 cat toys in my bed. Damn cat. In and out of the bedroom. Every time he come in, he brought me a cat toy. I don't know what he hadn't played with cat toys in years. Now all of a sudden, he gets them out of the box and brings them in and deposits them in my bed. Oh, I'll tell you. We got 2 of them crackly SpongeBob SquarePants, both of them. And then we got a couple that look like birds with feathers. Had 2 of them. And then a round fuzzball. All in the bed. And he was sound asleep next to me, all 4 feet in the air. Then I go to get out of bed, he gives me a dirty look. You woke me up. Then he rolled over and went back to sleep. I did my daily routine, took my blood pressure, made my coffee, got dressed, took my pills. What a routine. Blood pressure and then pills. And I'm sure I'm going to end up with a cholesterol pill. I could almost guarantee it. I got enough goddamn pills the way it is. Now, I would bet this microphone. Here's a prescription. Cholesterol pill. Yeah. At least he can't bitch about my blood pressure. My blood pressure is very even on the low side. I have a binder, page after page after page, blood pressure. I'll just walk in and go, here's the binder. Plus I have to take my bottle of vitamin D3 pills too. He says to me, "You taking vitamin D?" "Yeah." "Bring the bottle. I want to see." "Okay, I got it." I told him I'd buy them right there at the pharmacy. Yep, every morning. Just like he said. Get up, empty your bladder, take your blood pressure. Okay. So, that's what I do. I get up, trundle into the bathroom, sit down here, turn on the computer, so it boots up. Then I boot up my blood pressure machine. Oh, Linda, you and many other people, I guarantee. Because I could feel the veins in my head sometime. Although after he banished me, I didn't pay much attention to him after that. I would every night, and then when he stopped the show to banish me and told all of his wrenches, block him. I could care less. Oh yeah, stopped everything. He told everybody, "Pardon me, I have to address this. You were over in Stone Vet's chat. I don't want you here anymore. Wrenches, block him." Okay. No problem. Of course, everybody in his chat was a wrench. Is anybody carrying on with his like Fraud at Wrangler 2? Anybody doing like Kaiser updates besides Shiz? Oh, he did that to Ron too? Oh yeah, he stopped what he was doing. Told everybody, "Hold on, I have to address this. You were in Stone Vet's chat. Yeah. I'm allowed to go in anybody's chat. Yeah, Linda, if you looked at it, 90% were wrenches. Everybody had a wrench. Except me. Except I don't think Glenn Harlow had a wrench. Glenn Harlow was trying to buy one. And a $4.99 super chat from Glenn Harlow. God, the money that Harlow spent. Oh, not even Kimmy? I thought Kimmy would have taken over. Mrs. Kaiser. Oh, you know, when he would be like, oh God, I love that woman. Ah, I wanted to make myself puke. Best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, I love that woman to death. Blah. I wonder if she's still sticking around. Or if she's flashing her pictures on the internet looking for another Kaiser. Then when he would act like she was there. Do you want an Egg McMuffin? I'll go get you one. Oh God, I love that woman. I don't miss hearing that. Oh, yeah. Probably about 5 minutes after he was in handcuffs, she was sending her nudes to YouTube dudes. Was nice while it lasted, Kaiser. See ya! Oh God, he made me puke every time he was like, oh God, I love that woman. And making it out like they were legally married. There was no way he could be legally married because he didn't have an ID, he didn't have his birth certificate, none of that. It was supposedly in storage. Just like his fake DD-214. It's in storage. Oh, you gonna go drive down and visit him, Linda? Put a few bucks on his books? What prison is he at? I'm not familiar with prisons personally. I think the only person that feels bad is his mother. Because now she doesn't have anybody to keep her company. Although I bet she's really glad she got her craft room back. I could see her. Soon as they took him to jail, she ran right in there and threw all his shit out. What's this plank here? Get rid of it. To Kaiser from JJ. Throw that out. Oh, yeah. I couldn't believe that. I'll have to look that up. Holman Prison in Atmore. Yeah, the day, yeah. The day he turned on VOP, oh man, I couldn't believe that. Although it showed what kind of personality he had. He wasn't loyal to anybody. Well, maybe Glenn Harlow. I wonder if Glenn Harlow's putting money on his books. He was such a loyal supporter. I wouldn't doubt it. He's probably sending money so that Kaiser can remain in ramen noodles. Because, you know, Kaiser's got to have his commissary. Oh, right, Linda. That was when you knew everybody was fair game with him. Yeah, it would be interesting to see his commissary, courtesy of Glenn Harlow. 24 packs of ramen noodles. I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah. I wouldn't put it past him. He was so loyal and took everything Kaiser said as gospel. I bet you there's commissary money courtesy of Glenn Harlow. Nobody sees him anymore? He's not in anybody's chat anymore? That's interesting. Disappeared, huh? Although maybe he changed his screen name, you know. He's probably around. Nobody knows it, you know. Fraudette Wrangler 2. After Kaiser got arrested, I guarantee Glenn changed his screen name because he didn't want to be embarrassed. Because he just thought Kaiser was king. Believed everything that came out of his mouth. You figure he was probably a member paying his what, $4.99 or $6.99 a month, and then giving him like $20 a day in super chats on top of it. Harlow had to be a fucking millionaire throwing money around like he did. Now, I didn't know him. That was one I didn't know. Another one that I haven't seen is AZ Jeep Girl. She was another one loyal to Kaiser. I haven't seen that name in the chat anywhere. Yeah, good old AZ Jeep Girl. She was another one that believed everything that came out of Kaiser's mouth. Wasn't she a lawyer? AZ Jeep girl? I thought she one night she was a lawyer. I'll tell you another one. JJ. Boy, he disappeared real fast. Paralegal? Okay. Old JJ, I think he must have got word from higher up. Hey, you're an elected official. Get the hell away from him. Because JJ just vanished. Matter of fact, I don't think I've seen him on YouTube anymore. Who? God, I can't think of his name. Who was the one that Kaiser constantly picked on? Oh, what the hell is Chris? Well, Chris and his girlfriend. I can't think of their names. I bet you they're glad Kaiser got locked up. Dumbwaiter, yeah, dumbwaiter. Yeah, writer. Boy, I bet you they're glad he's gone. Old Kaiser used to zero in on him all the time. Although Chris caused his own problems. Chris was so fucking stupid. Both of them. They caused their own problem. They invited trouble. I laughed my ass off when Chris said he was a FBI informant. Yeah. Although I'll tell you what, Chris and Tiffany, a match made in heaven. Although since Kaiser's gone, I haven't heard much from Chris and Tiff. Although I didn't follow him that much anyway. Although, the thing that really amazed me, everybody told JJ Kaiser's background. And he didn't believe it. Now, he's a jailer. He has access to all kinds of information. And same thing, he believed Kaiser was a veteran. How can you be an elected official and be that stupid? Well, yeah, when the Chris, yeah, he never knew when to shut his mouth. Talk about the only time Chris opened his mouth was to change feet. Yeah. I'm really surprised he didn't get ousted from his position. You would have thought that they'd have booted him. Not to mention the sheriff. And then that mayor. What the hell was his name? That fucking mayor that was on Kaiser's stream. He was another idiot. Yeah. Oh, Amber had a good thing going. Christ, her fucking paycheck was higher than some of the judges. Top of the fifth, 3-1. Yeah, yay. Yeah, mayor proctologist. Kathy's got it. Top of the fifth, 3-1. That's a hell of a team, I'll tell ya. Yeah, mayor proctologist. Because he had his head up his ass. What a team. Man. They're going to win this one too. Man, they're on a winning streak. All right. Tell them we're cheering them on, Kathy. Yeah, good old mayor proctologist. Another one that believed in Kaiser. And then to be a mayor. All right, now it's a fucking podunk back alley town, but I can guarantee he won't get reelected. Anybody connected with Kaiser is going down. You got that right, Linda. You always knew Kaiser was lying because his lips were moving. I don't think I would have believed him if he looked out the window and told me the sky was blue. I'd have to look for myself. Yeah, like JJ said, he wasn't going to run again. I think JJ was told, you're never going to run. So just be thankful you were JJ the jailer for as long as you were. And Mayor Proctologist, he'll get voted out. I don't think Kaiser's mother believed him. I could see her right now in her craft room sewing. Boy, it's nice to have this room back. Thank God I threw all that shit out. That plaque made a nice bonfire in the backyard. Yeah, I could see her take that plaque out, put all his stuffed animals on top of it, his jumpsuit, his fake college flag, little gasoline, a match. She's yelling up and down the street, anybody want to roast marshmallows? I got a fire going. I'm burning all my son's shit. Well, she was protective of him because, you know, he had seizures. Not to mention, he was a source of money, too. He was probably paying the bills and buying groceries, she didn't have to dip into her retirement. If she's retired, I don't know. Now, Linda, you can't tell me she doesn't believe he was a fucking thief. It'd sure be interesting if they reinvigorate that indictment. I hope they do. Oh, the house is probably up for sale. I bet she's looking. Sell the house, get a small apartment. I wish I knew the address. Do a Google map search. See if there's a for sale sign out front. I guarantee it. She's probably looking for an apartment, sell the house, pack up and go. We all do, Linda. We all do. I can guarantee Shiz knows what's going on. She's just not saying anything until it hits. I would almost guarantee that indictment's going to get reactivated. Oh, that's right. They could be sellies. Him and his brother could be sellies. Sharing their ramen noodles and their coffee. Yeah, it would be nice to do a Google search and see if there's a for sale sign hanging in front of Mommy's house. Because I guarantee she's packing. Oh, you and thousands of others, Linda. I see DAC everywhere I go. I should probably add it. I've been thinking about it. WDWL TV DAC. I should do that. Didn't I like this? Didn't I like this? Don't want to light. Yeah, Linda, that's why I say There's probably a for sale sign out in front of the house. And I don't see her buying a house. She'll probably get an apartment. She don't need anything that big. Plus, that way she could, visit him and put money on his books and. Yeah, who knows? Maybe she's down there already. If somebody asks me, I refer them to Shiz Happens. Is his dad. Was his dad living there? Well, I know his mother's up there in age, but that ain't going to stop her from moving. Well, yeah, that would be another. Yeah. Especially Master Sergeant, yeah. Boy, that guy amazes me. To be that age and motorcycle race, man, he's unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, he knows how to handle a bike. Holy shit. Yeah, but I would think Mom would be want to be close to visit. I know she can call. Your iPad's not good? Ron says his iPad's not good. Sounds like your iPad is not long for this earth. Like my tablet. You know, this tablet has been outstanding. And it's goddamn 15 years old. And the thing that pisses me off is the battery is going bad and you can't change them. I hate to throw this thing out. I think we need to find Ron a used MacBook Air. I think he's overworked his iPad. Has Ron got more than one iPad? He needs a MacBook. Or like me with my Panasonic Toughbook. Thing weighs about 40 pounds. That's why I hope I get the Passat. I already have the mounting out of a police car for my Toughbook. Oh, good old technology. Speaking of technology, I think it's time for me to have a techno salad. Yeah, well, iPad's a little easier to negotiate. It's a lot lighter. You carry it around easier. Yeah. I think it's that time, peoples. We know where, right here. And with that, I thank everybody for being here. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. And let's hope Kathy's gonna witness another winner of a game. And with that, everybody, thanks for being here. I will see you again tomorrow night. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.